Hi, how's it going? This is resident of Collingwood for YouTube and resident under slash of under slash Collingwood for BitChute. I'm here to do original versus sequel. And what am I doing? Which ones am I doing? Star Trek, the original motion picture versus Star Trek, The Wrath of Khaun, baby. Yeah. You know, is Star Trek the motion picture, is it a movie that's just made to start a franchise? You know, if somebody said that, I wouldn't necessarily disagree with them. I mean, everyone's entitled to their opinion. I would say, in my opinion, it was more done to apologize to the fan base at Star Trek. And you might say, well, it wasn't getting the ratings. Maybe, maybe not, but at the end of the day, some shows. See, this is sort of like the process of video games now. Some video games don't necessarily sell, but where they make their money is merchandise. And that's probably where Star Trek was getting, and people are probably talking about it. I would say they made this movie to apologize to the fan base, and yes, to start a film franchise. Is Star Trek the motion picture an introduction piece? Uh, Coming from a fan standpoint, it is. You know, coming from somebody that's watched Star Trek, you could view it as that. I mean, when you see Shatner, you're saying, "Look, there's Captain Kirk." When you see Spock, you're saying there's Spock. You know, when you're saying, just everybody. They got everybody that come back, and that's the thing. When you do that, is it just a movie of introduction of here's this crew of the Star Trek Enterprise, they're going on an adventure, we're putting it on the big screen, and we're going to continue their adventure now on the big screen? No, I wouldn't go as far as to say that, but I do wish the plot of this story, it does get a little obvious that they're basically bringing the whole crew back together. I will say, you know, from a standpoint of, is the first film's plot great? No, not great, but it is good, and I'm gonna be fair, and I'm gonna give this film a 7.5. And I'm probably gonna get fucking kicked in the teeth for that one because people are like, not an 8.5, not a 9. No, 7.5, because the plot to this is just, there's this a shuttle called the Voyager that was sent out in space to collect data, and it's collected it, and somehow it's given off this ray of energy that's destroying shit, and it's bound for Earth. And here, you know, they intercept it, they communicate with the damn thing after, you know, trying different things. Spock goes into the damn thing, so, and it takes one of the crew members' body, the female, and uses it as a vessel pretty much. Again, it's not a bad movie. It's good. But but you want to talk about a sequel that slam dunks the original, this would be it. Star Trek 2 Wrath of Khan is a straight goddamn 10. And ladies and gentlemen, I will give you the MVP of the entire Star Trek film franchise, in my opinion. And no, it's not William Shatner. And no, it's not Patrick Stewart. No, it's not Leonard Nimoy. No, it's not anybody the hell else but one person, Ricardo goddamn Montalban, my friends, Khaun himself. Star Trek, here was this series. It's one thing to bring like the protagonist back, like all the protagonists you love and know, right? It's a hell of a roll of the dice to bring back an antagonist from a series that you're hoping people will remember. And because of the actor who played him and the way he portrayed him in the series, and not just the series, but the movie, you damn sure remembered him, and he's still remembered. To me, Khan, because of the way Montalban played him, is one of the best sci-fi villains ever. Top three all time. Because you want to talk about the line of the century, and I will leave a link in the description box. Man, I'm telling you, this movie is everything. Where one sort of does come off as an introduction period of all the characters you love and know, and not just for the Star Trek fans, but for if you're new to the franchise, here's these characters, right? In part two, now here's Khan. He's coming to kick in the fuck. He's coming to spoil the whole fucking reunion. You know, he doesn't give two shits about your reunion. One of the best villain portrayals I've ever seen in a movie, ever. And that's saying something. I mean, where would I put Star Trek Wrath of Khan up against other sci-fi movies that came out in the 80s? Because you have John Carpenter's The Thing. You look, from a standpoint of, it's definitely in, should be in the top 5, if not the top 10. It's that good. Just because of Montalban's performance alone. He's so sinister and fucking evil. I mean, literally, he's, you know, we talk about how heroes would go on these revenge quests and they were cool, right? The hero was getting the revenge. Well, god damn it, this is a revenge story with the antagonist going on a revenge tour, and he's gonna collect, god damn it. Even Spock's death at the end leaves you thinking about Khan and how much of a son of a bitch that character is. I can't recommend it enough. I do prefer the sequel over the original on this one, for sure. Sequel gets a straight 10. Performance is good, the chemistry is good, the acting's good, and Ricardo Montalban normally fucking steals this movie. He is this goddamn movie. Love Leonard Nimoy to death. Love them all to death. But Ricardo Montalban was the man in this movie. So that's my opinion. That's my review for tonight. You guys have a good one. And I'll see you later. Bye.